Hi Gecko fans, this is Wally Kern from Supreme Gecko. Today started out normal and it completely changed. This was probably one of our best days at Supreme Gecko. Join me and I'll tell you why. Hey Gecko fans, do you ever have one of those days where you had something in mind to do for maybe an hour and it turned out to be the whole day? Today was filming day and I wanted to film a video of one of my gecko tanks, just one, and I wanted to clean it and make it look really, really nice. Well, it turns out I cleaned 27 tanks, these 15s and the 10s in the other room that I'll show you in just a minute. And as I went through and cleaned each one, I checked for eggs, and you will not believe what we found today. So this is my last tank, and I've found 4 eggs so far, and I see one right here. Let's go ahead and take a look and grab that one, and then let's look at all the eggs that we collected today. This last tank is Periodora bastardi, just the cutest little gecko. Move some of these eggs over so I can reach in and grab this last egg here. Not the easiest. I know I saw it right in here. And there's our last little egg. I'm going to put this in the cup. And maybe we can get a shot of the bastardi taking off there. Let me see if I can stir him up or her. And we can take a peek at this one. Periodora bastardi, and in the back we have 4 more, and it should be 1 male and 4 females. I'm going to go ahead and put all of the decorations back in here. How do you like my little chair here? This is I think it's a kindergarten or first grader chair, but it works perfect for these lower tanks. It allows me to get in real close to the animals and work with them. And it's perfect. Again, gecko fans, this has been a whole day of cleaning and looking for eggs and moving animals. It's been just a blast. I just love doing this, but it's been from about 8 o'clock this morning until, what time is it, Nanette?
It's 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock tonight. And again, it's a joy working with these animals. And now I have to put some eggs away. So let's take a look at some of these eggs. So again, we just finished with the bastardi. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. We'll put them away. We checked the stumpfi. We have 2 eggs there. Here we have a tank of Pachydaculus aureophilus, and we have 2 eggs here. I'm going to try to disperse some actual video of some of these adult animals in this video, so you can tell. I probably won't be able to do all of them, but you can tell what some of these animals are. They're just absolutely amazing animals. Let's go into the other room and we'll take a look at the 10-gallon tanks. This is my rack of 15s. We have 10 tanks here, various animals, mostly sand bottom. We'll go into the other room and we're going to look at the 10s. And I don't even know how many I have. I think I have 14 in there. So let's go take a look. Okay, we're in with the 10-gallon stand here. And I think I said 14. We have 21 because I added a bottom row on the stand earlier in the year. One of my big projects. This is a grow out tank specifically made to grow out animals, but we also have a lot of parents in here, gecko parents, and we're breeding some of those. So mostly the top row and the second row are adults, breeding adults mostly, and the bottom row is grow outs. But what we're finding is some of these grow-outs are now old enough to start laying eggs. We're going to kind of go through each tank and I'll explain what the animal is in each tank and how many eggs we got. This first tank is Chondrodactylus pulitzeri, and I have about 4 or 5 animals in this tank, and today we pulled 3, 6, 7, 8 eggs out of that tank. And again, this was a grow-out tank and they're just going crazy in here. This next tank is my helmetids. This is a tank of just females. I wish I had a male of these. These are Pachydaculus that I just never found a male for. We have some grow-out Tanganicus. And again, this was a grow-out tank, but we had 6 eggs from this tank. This tank is Chondrodactylus pulitzeri. This is my main pair, and we're just getting so many babies from these guys. Just such a cool gecko. This tank is Benopus tuberculatus, and one of my favorite geckos. It's a long, thin gecko, and we're not going to see a lot of these geckos out right now because it's daytime. I've been messing in their tanks. They're all as far back away from us as they possibly can be. But in the tuberculatus tank today, we had 7 eggs out of there. And again, I haven't checked these for probably 2 weeks, but they really took off this last couple of weeks. I have a pair of Stenodactylus petrii. Didn't find any eggs with them, and I'm kind of questioning if maybe I have 2 females. I'll look a little bit closer tomorrow when I have some time. Stenodactylus, and I'm going to have to count here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 eggs in the Stenodactylus. I was real happy about these guys. Here's a grow out tank of Chondrodactylus Kalahari, species Kalahari. A lot of questions about the Kalahari and the Turneri and the Pulitzeri being maybe the same species or different locations. I don't know. This is how I bought them, so I'm just going to label everything the way that I purchased them. So again, this is a grow-out tank of 4 and no eggs. I didn't expect any eggs from them. This is Hemidactylus trident, and these are babies. And I'm going to do a video on these babies probably in the next couple of weeks. This is a tank of Kalahari. These are grow-outs. And today we had 2 eggs and 5 babies. 5 babies growing with the grow-outs. It was just incredible. And that's something that's really interesting, is that these Chondrodactylus, actually the babies actually can live with the adults. It's pretty cool. We're moving over here, and this is a tank of Chondrodactylus Kalahari again. We had a good breeding season last year with these Kalahari. And again, another grow-out tank, but we had 2, 4, 5 eggs from them. This is another group of the Benopus tuberculatus, and I think there's 6 or 7 animals in there. And again, were supposed to be grow-outs getting ready for sales. But we found 2 eggs in this tank. This is one of my favorite geckos. This is Pachydaculus mclaughlini, and I certainly will add some video of this animal in this video. But we found 6 eggs there. I just jumped down to our 3rd level here, and these tanks I set up this spring just to hold animals and grow them up from our micro stand to this stand, just to get them ready for sales. I also jumped onto my little cart here. I think this is made for people working in auto shops. So this first tank is Hemidactylus tridris again. These are growing up. I didn't expect any babies from them. I didn't expect any babies from a lot of these, but this next tank is another tank of Pulitzeri, and I've broken these eggs up into a few that I think are bad. And again, this is a first breeding. These are all within the last couple of weeks. And we have 5 in this tank. Found 1 baby, 4 bad eggs, and 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 good eggs out of this tank. And some of these eggs look kind of funky. They're a little bit squashed. That's still a good egg. I've hatched those out readily in the past, and it works really well. So again, these were growing up, and they're just now starting to breed. Another tank of Pulitzeri. It seems like every tank in here is Pulitzeri, but another tank of about, I think, 5 in this tank, and we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 eggs out of this tank. So I must have 1 male and all females in this tank, in both of these tanks. It's just crazy how these are going. Rolling back a little bit, and we have a tank of 3 Kalahari. So I'm going to, again tomorrow when I have some time, I'm going to look at these and see if it's a male or all female, if it's all males or all females, because we didn't get any eggs from here, and they're as big as these other Kalahari or Pulitzeri as well. So we'll be checking those tomorrow. This last tank, getting to the last tank here, is a tank of Chondrodactylus turneri. And in this tank, I just couldn't believe it. Again, this is probably 5 or 6 animals in this tank that were growing up. We got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 eggs. 15 eggs. These chondrodactylus are so fun. It's just amazing to work with them. And I'm going to do some future videos showing these animals and how friendly they are. They come right out on a feeding. Just an incredible animal. So I don't know how many eggs that is. Nanette, were you keeping track?
I think Crystal did a count earlier for us, and I think she came out with 92 eggs.
92 eggs, 5, 6 babies. I think with the additional Periodora bastardi, we're probably somewhere around 100 eggs. Now, gecko fans, this is 2 groups, 2 racks. We have lots of crested geckos. We have a lot of picta geckos, Periodora picta. We have a lot of leopard geckos. We have a few leopard geckos. And a lot of other miscellaneous geckos throughout this room, or throughout the facility down here. So this is just probably not even a quarter of the geckos that right now we're keeping. So to get 100 eggs in one pull here, I was pretty impressed and very happy. This breeding season is just starting to take off. We're in Wisconsin. It's been cold. It warmed up a few days, and I think that really, the storms that we had, I think that all kicked them off. So very, very happy to see this, and we're looking forward to throwing these into the incubator, taking some pictures, and waiting 2 months to see some baby geckos. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't, with notification all, so you don't miss another one of these videos, especially in 2 months when some of these start hatching out, or sooner probably. And we'll see you next video. Thanks for joining us.